I got taught a lot of this stuff by an old Greek client of mine when I was an ANZ branch manager. His name was Costi, from the seafood group. He was one of them. Costi's like Smith. I mean, there's millions of them. Okay, but he said, hey, Kevin, when I come here to Australia, I come here $80 in pocket, get 6 jobs. It's true. Bought property in Burwood Road, Burwood. Bought next door property, Burwood Road, Burwood. Next door property, next door property, next door property. Then he bought houses, then he bought blocks of land and that. Then he retired. And he had about 4 Costi seafood stores that he owned the freeholds of. And he had the stores in Burwood Road, and he had the houses, and he had a massive block of land on Church Street there at North Parramatta. He lived off his rents. And I was his bank manager. I know how much rent he was living off. It was pretty good. Rent is what makes most people who are very successful able to have a lifestyle that we only dream of. Another client of mine, a very successful car dealer in Sydney. He's an institution. Everybody knows his name, so I won't use his name. He sold his Ford dealership back to Ford about 8 or 9 years ago and retired at the age of 53. He kept the freehold on that particular site. Everybody knows the site. You know why he kept the freehold? Because Ford paid him $800,000 a year rent for it. So he was able to say to his wife, Beverly, I think I'll take you shopping today in Paris or New York. He could do that every day of the week. Remembering they paid him $10 million for the business, which paid out all of his debts on all of his properties. So he retired at the age of 53. He's still got the properties. He's still got the rent. You see the equation there? He's still got the properties, he's still got the rent. So if you buy for capital growth and you take advantage of all the negative gearing and you believe all that crap that it's going to get you there at the end, and then you sell the property, what are you left with? 50 or 100 grand to go and do it again. But if you bought different properties and they were able to be paid off by the tenants, I'll show you a different outcome.